Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. It was right after the pandemic, and we had all been able to go back to church. It was so wonderful. We stood on the front porch of our church, hugging and greeting one another. Everybody was happy to see one another in person. Folks looked different. Most of the men had longer hair. They weren't able to get to their barbers to cut, color, dye, all the things that they do. I was real fortunate. Just the winter before, the Christmas before the pandemic happened, I had bought my nephew, he was I think 12 at the time, maybe 13. I'd bought him a barber's kit because he said he wanted to do barbering. And so he got to work on my head. I was real fortunate to have a barber. But a lot of my male friends, who most people don't realize have to go to the barber just to look the same every week. Well, one of my friends had really long, little past the shoulder hair. And I was like, oh, you got the COVID hair. And they said, well, it's a little bit more than that. And I said, okay. And they said, well, can I tell you? And I said, yeah. And they said, I'm transitioning. And me being a older black woman, transitioning means death. And I was like, no. And the horror in their face that my reaction would be that was like, and I said, why are you dying? And they laughed and said, I'm not dying. I'm transitioning. I get surgery next week. I'm becoming a woman. And I said, oh. And I hugged him. What I thought was him at the time. I began to say them and then got comfortable with her. I hugged. We go to the oldest church in Georgia. When the state of Georgia was established in 17 something, so was our church. We stood on the porch of a church made by enslaved people, and we hugged and we cried because my friend wasn't dying. She was being reborn. I love you.